The kitchen was silent, bathed in the soft glow of the moon, until a single spotlight cut through the dark. It landed squarely on a masterpiece. A massive 3-tier rainbow cake sitting atop a pristine table like a sugary mountain. Jerry stood frozen at the edge of the light, his tiny heart hammering against his ribs. His eyes were locked onto the thick, swirling frosting. For a moment, the world stopped turning. Then, the silence broke. With a desperate hunger, he lunged forward into the light, his voice echoing off the tiles as he screamed, "That cake is mine!" But Jerry wasn't alone. From the deep shadows beneath the counter, Tommy pounced like a coiled spring. His claws skidded on the floor as he growled, "In your dreams, little mouse! I spotted it first!" They were on a collision course, two blurred streaks of fur and greed. They met midair with a heavy thud, crashing into the table leg. The pristine setup rattled. Both scrambled to their feet, their party hats knocked sideways, glaring at each other with fierce intensity over the towering dessert. Neither was willing to back down from this sweet confrontation. The battle for the bottom layer began. They grabbed opposite sides of the sponge, digging their fingers into the soft crumbs. They pulled. To their surprise, the cake didn't crumble, it stretched. It grew longer and thinner, behaving like thick, sticky elastic rather than food. The sponge groaned under the immense tension, emitting a low, sugary creak. Their feet slid across the table as they leaned back with all their might. Suddenly, the limit was reached. The cake snapped with a wet, thunderous pop. Jerry and Tommy flew backward in opposite directions like they were shot from cannons. Splat! They hit the walls hard, each clutching a pathetic, mangled clump of rainbow sponge. Jerry wiped a glob of frosting from his eye and spotted a single lit candle flickering on the floor. A mischievous grin spread across his face. He crept toward Tommy, holding the tiny flame near the cat's sensitive whiskers. Tommy instinctively scrunched his nose and blew with all his might to protect himself. The gust of air hit the cake in his own hands, sending a massive glob of cream flying directly into his own face. Tommy sat frozen, blinking slowly as white cream dripped down his nose. He shook off the shock, grabbed the remains, and bolted. But Jerry was faster, slamming a handful of cream onto the floor. Tommy hit the slick spot, his feet flying out. The cake launched into the air, arcing gracefully toward the ceiling. The cake dropped straight down, landing perfectly on Tommy's head like a heavy sugary hat. Splat! The impact left him dazed, covered in crumbs and frosting. He sat on the floor, the cake perched precariously on his skull. Miraculously, the candles were still lit, flickering in the gentle breeze of the kitchen. Jerry couldn't help himself. He began clapping and cheering, shouting, "Happy birthday, Tommy!" The cat was furious. He opened his mouth to unleash a roar of protest, but the forceful exhale accidentally blew out every single candle. The irony was too much. The tension broke, and the room erupted in a chorus of laughter as the two rivals shared a messy, sugary moment of peace.